It is now in order to consider Amendment Number 5, printed in Part B of House Report 114-2. For what purpose does the gentleman from Illinois seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, I have an amendment at the desk.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 5, printed in Part B of House Report number 114-2, offered by Mr. Schock of Illinois.
Pursuant to House Resolution 27, the gentleman from Illinois, Mr. Schock, and a member opposed, each will have control of 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Illinois.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. There are currently 4.4 million people ready to enter this country through legal channels. Many of them have been waiting for years. They've saved their money. They've filled out all the proper forms. They've paid their fees. This amendment is about doing right by them and their families. It's about making sure the men and women who play by the rules receive the fair treatment they were promised. Congress must send a clear message to the administration and the American people. We are committed to fixing what is broken about our immigration system, but not at the expense of law-abiding immigrants. In recent weeks, I worked with the Heritage Foundation to identify 7 failing programs at USCIS that are in most need of improvements. One of the most egregious examples is $792 million that USCIS spent between 2008 and 2012 to create an online system for applicants to file forms and pay fees. After $700 million spent and 4 years of time, only 2 forms out of 100 and 1 out of 73 different fees can be processed online. The administration's repeated inability to build a website that works, well documented as it is by now, is compounded by its eagerness to bypass the Constitution and break the law. Had the President wished to show real leadership on immigration reform, he could have used his executive authority to promote greater efficiency and cost-saving measures within the system. And had he done so, I suspect there would have been overwhelming support in this Congress. But regrettably, that is not the course he chose. And it's why this Congress must act. We have a responsibility to American taxpayers and to millions of immigrants to establish spending priorities at USCIS. And eliminating wasteful spending in the immigration system is an important component of our responsibility and a first great step in achieving comprehensive reform. Ensuring that the fees paid by lawful applicants are not used to fast-track those who break the law strikes at the heart of our oath of office. During my time in Congress, the 18th District has welcomed more than 2,600 new citizens, many of whom faced a long road to get here. But there are still thousands more who are waiting. And not because their paperwork isn't in order, not because they have something in their record, and not because of anything other than a broken system. Take Charles from Peoria. He's been trying to get his fiancée to join him here in the United States since January of 2012. For more than 2 years, Charles has waited. He has struggled with the financial support requirements. He's been unable to travel to see her. He had his application postponed time and time again. Why? Because Charles is a quadriplegic on disability. Take Danny from Jacksonville, Illinois. Works 2 shifts at a meatpacking facility. He applied and paid for his green card on October 4th of 2013. His green card was mailed to the wrong address, even though it was properly done on his paperwork and it was in order. Danny lost his job because he couldn't show his green card to his employer. And after many months of lost wages, USCIS admitted to my office and to Danny that they screwed up and made a mistake. Now, more than a year later, Danny finally receives his green card and went back to work. But not before our broken system cost him a year's worth of wages. Madam Speaker, these stories could be repeated hundreds of times in my congressional office alone, tens of thousands of times across this body in Republican and Democrat districts alike. The system is failing our constituents, their families, their loved ones. It's failing businesses in our districts. It's failing daycare facilities and major manufacturers. So yes, Mr. President, the system is broken. But the way to fix a broken system is not to overload the system by fast-tracking 5 million people. Madam Speaker, it's as if these hard-working taxpayers, these hard-working people are sitting at a toll booth. Yes, sir. I will. Yeah, well, how much time do I have remaining?
How much time is remaining?
15 seconds.
15 seconds, I think.
I'll reserve the balance of my time.